Hello, dear students. Welcome to the class of English second paper. In the last class, we learned about transformation of sentence, compound to simple. Some rules are left, so we will try to learn it today. Let's see what is the first rule for us. Our first rule is compound sentence with or otherwise. Here is the condition that first clause is imperative sentence. Let's see the sentence. Make haste or you will face problem. You see, first clause is in imperative form, conjunction or is written here. So to make it simple, we will use without plus verbing. That is without make in ing form, without making haste, you will face problem. Second clause is unchanged and instead of conjunction, we use a comma here. So it becomes without making haste, you will face problem. Second example, walk fast or you will be late. So it will be without walking fast, you will be late. Let's see one sentence with otherwise. Be punctual, otherwise you will not be praised. It will be in the same way. Without being punctual, you will not be praised. But sometimes we may find some compound sentences that do not bear any subject. That means subject is silent. Then what will do? Look, compound sentence do or die. Here subject is silent. So in this case, we will follow the same structure, that is without plus verbing. But for the second clause, we will use future indefinite tense with second person. How is that? Without doing, you will die. So the structure is without plus verbing plus rest part of the first clause. Instead of conjunction, there will be a comma and second clause is always unchanged. I think you understand it. Let's go to rules number 2. Compound sentence with an, but first clause is imperative sentence and second clause is affirmative form. Speak the truth, you will be respected. You see, first clause is imperative and second clause is in affirmative form. So to make it simple, we use here by plus verbing. That is, by speaking the truth, you will be respected. It's so easy. By plus verbing, then rest part of the sentence, comma, and second part is unchanged. See another example. Turn left and you will find the house. In the same way, we'll write by turning left, you will find the house. I think this is the easiest one. Here comes rules number 3. Compound sentence with but or yet. Look, he is weak but he can speak loudly. So here to make it simple we will use in spite of or despite. We can change it in 3 ways. See the first one. In spite of his being weak, he can speak loudly. In spite of plus possessive form of this subject, his, then verb ing form, being, then rest part of the sentence. In spite of his being weak, he can speak loudly. As you see that these two clauses have same subject, so we can omit the possessive form. That is, in spite of being weak, he can speak loudly. You can follow anyone. Another is in spite of his weakness. That means we convert this adjective into noun. In spite of his weakness, he can speak loudly. So follow anyone as your choice. See another example. He made several attempts, yet he failed. It is, we can use despite. Despite making several attempts, he failed. Structure, you can see in spite of or despite plus possessive form of the subject of first clause, verbing, extension, then comma and second clause is unchanged. This possessive form, you should remember that if the both subjects are same, you can omit the possessive form. Rules number 4. Compound sentence with not only but also. But here is a condition that both the clauses have same subjects. He reads not only novel but also drama. Both the clauses have subject he. So in this case we can write he reads both novel and drama. That means we just change, instead of not only we write both, instead of but also we write and. So it becomes he reads both novel and drama. We can change it in another way. How is that? Besides reading novel, he reads drama. So we add here besides, then the verb of this first clause in ing form, then rest part of the sentence, and we use subject and verb with the second clause, and we should choose this verb, that is tense, according to the compound one. As you see, this compound sentence is in present indefinite tense, so we use here also present indefinite tense. You can see another example. They have not only money but also power. We can write they have both money and power. And the second way is besides having money, they have power. Now we will see the same subject, that is the same type of sentences but with different subjects. Compound sentence, not only the young but also the old attended the function. You see the subject is here young, and in second clause here the subject is the old, so the subject are different here. In this case we will use besides the young, that is first subject, comma, the old, that is second subject, attended the function. So you see the changes. Another example, not only Beanie but also her sister danced on the stage. So we will write besides, then the first subject, comma, second subject, and the rest part of the sentences. So you must notice it where there is not only but also, if there is same subjects or different subjects. You follow it, then change the sentence into simple one. Last rule of the compound to simple, that is compound sentence with very and so. That is compound sentence that should have very and so. He is very weak, so he cannot walk. We'll write he is too weak to walk. Instead of very we use too, and instead of cannot we use too. So he is too weak to walk. The boy was very dull, so he could not do the sum. The boy was too dull to do the sum. Next we will see the example. There we will use enough instead of this too. How is that? Gita is very intelligent, so she can understand the lesson. To make it simple, Gita is intelligent enough to understand the lesson. You see, we use enough here. So, dear students, today up to this, practice the exercise that are left in your advanced learner book, and we'll meet soon with the new topic. Thank you, everybody.